Alright, so we're just coming around to have a look at the food storage and kitchen area on the back here. A couple of things to point out to start. What I've done here is added a different tray in, and the main thing that we actually use this platform here for is just for quick stops. There's enough room there to make sandwiches. The gas cooker lives up here in the top drawer, so that just comes out, and it just so happens that that tray is actually the perfect size to fit that gas cooker in on. So what I've done here is I've just added these two straps just to hold this platform from flying open, as it does when you close this back door. When you slam the back door shut, it tends to constantly pop that tray open. So next up here on the right hand side, basically what we have here is a cooking area. These drawers I've made myself. So what I can do, if we're absolutely desperate, is I can actually cook with the Weber in place where it is at the moment. It's a very tight squeeze. I've actually designed this cabinet completely with that in mind, so that I could fit Weber gear underneath, all my cooking gear underneath there as well, cutlery, plates are at the back there, just behind there. So specifically designed for a single purpose. What I can also do, if it's happens to be windy and I'm not setting up my full shade setup, is I can actually just take the Weber out and use the gas cooker, which lives in here, and just pop that there and use that as a quick little cooking surface as well. Alright, so next up on the left hand side here, we've got two sets of drawers. Again, this cabinet is part of an entire cabinet that I've made for the truck. Basically what I've got here is this cabinet was specifically purpose made to fit all of these containers in them. These are just cheapy little Bunnings containers, and I designed the cabinet so they'd fit in here specifically. Basically this bottom drawer here has all of my general mechanical gear, emergency mechanical gear. I've got all my Rhino rack straps, WD-40, that sort of thing. I've actually got all my straps, which I use for my side awning, which just sits up there, which we'll run into later. So every time I'm putting that side awning up, I can have easy access to those straps. Also got the kettle in there as well. Once again, very close here to the cooking area where I've laid that companion gas cooker out. Or also, if I happen to be using this area here, as we said before. So then with the top drawer there, basically that's just, as we briefly saw before, gas cooker, companion gas cooker just lives there at the front, easy to access. And then here at the back as well, just once again, these are these Bunnings containers. As you can see, I've again deliberately made this with those plastic containers in mind, but I also deliberately made this with the plastic containers in mind, so I did not need to take them out if I didn't want to. So I can actually access most of the items that are in these containers food wise without actually taking them out of the truck, which was a deliberate choice, deliberate decision made before I actually made the truck in the first place. Makes things a heck of a lot easier. Just got a couple of different things there, wipes, cleaning items. I've actually got more cleaning items down in the bottom drawer also. There's towels, wet wipes, etc. sitting in that bottom drawer there. So just popping up now on top of the storage area there. Again, deliberate design choice. I love these chairs. I'd actually purchased this chair before I got the truck, and measured out that it happened to fit in this space here quite perfectly. Another design consideration I actually made in the beginning when making this drawer system and cabinet system for the back was making this here a specific width that actually fits a king size single mattress in here. So I'd made that height there high enough so if in an absolute desperate situation, or if I happen to have extra people that needed a place to crash for the night, I could actually roll out a self-inflating mattress, just put it on top of that cabinet there. And there's actually 1.8 meters from the rear of the cabinet here to the rear of the passenger seat, so plenty of room, plenty of length, someone to lay down and sleep in here if they absolutely need to. Just another thing with the cooking drawer that I'd made a very deliberate decision to do. Again, it may or may not influence any potential ways that people who are watching this might actually think about designing their rig. I made it so this tray has enough space in between here so that you can still access that tray while that one's open. I also made this tray deliberately that long so the Weber would fit in, so there was quite a few things I was trying to consider at the time. I also added down here just a little towel tray that also doubles as a hanging rack for my little Bluetooth speaker, which I have when I'm sitting around camp listening to music. If I don't happen to have that open, I can just hang it on there. Good thing to consider, having each particular item on your vehicle be used for multiple uses, so you don't have to be narrowed down by just a certain way of thinking and what you want to actually use something for. And then also, if you happen to design a drawer system for the back of your truck and at some stage you want to change it, what you can actually do, because you've designed each item with multiple things in mind, it makes it a heck of a lot easier. You can just sort of say, all right, well, you know, in real life the use of the trailer here or the use of the drawer here was not actually what I'd intended it to be for, but I can actually use it for that other use that I'd put in place when I first started out. Also, something which I will cover later on in the lighting and the electrics, I've actually got Nighthawk LEDs installed there to light this camping, the cooking area. Personally, for me, I find I'm wasting a lot less space at the back of the truck. A lot of rig setups I've seen happen to have things a certain way. They've got their fridge at the back. For me, that just didn't make any sense. I actually have a background in interior design. I've got an interior design degree, so I designed all of this cabinet in CAD before I'd actually got Maggie here. And I'd thought of 100 different ways I actually want to have it set up, and this is the end result that I came up with.